You can't just have a firewall and think you're done with enterprise security. You can't just put up an intrusion detection, intrusion protection system and think that you're done with your information security program. Nor can you have antiviral software out there checking incoming email, and you can't just have a virtual private network that protects information going across open networks. You still have to protect the information once it comes into the enterprise as well. And so an effective information security architecture needs to be built as layers of an onion to look at providing effective security across multiple networks, multiple platforms, multiple applications in order to ultimately be effective. There are three approaches that market participants have taken to address the information security market. The first and the simplest is the point solution vendor, a single vendor with one solution to address one vulnerability. The second approach is the single vendor but multiple products, a bundle. And here typically this is grown up either holistically, in other words, put into place by developing the products by the vendor or through acquisitions. And oftentimes these are a little less than satisfactory. They may have the best of one thing and okay or maybe not so good other things kind of put together in the box. The third approach is the multi-vendor suite approach. And in this case you have someone who pulls together a choice of vendors and certifies that in fact their products integrate, interoperate, and work in the first place. This third approach, the multi-vendor suite approach, seems to be the better approach, in part because it provides that comfort factor of the trusted third party who certifies that products work, and you get this nice layered approach to information security, the layers of the onion built up across the best of breed, the best of need for a particular enterprise, all kind of consistently managed through a unified management console. There are three or four things enterprises should consider when they're looking at mounting a multi-vendor approach to their information security. First and foremost is to verify that the products integrate and that the products interoperate. The second thing is to gain an appreciation, if you will, for the breadth of coverage that the multi-vendor approach can provide. It's not just one point solution. It's not just one suite of products that come from a single vendor. It truly can represent the best of breed for your particular enterprise. And the third thing is to make sure that you can manage this across the enterprise, that the policies can be pushed out in a consistent fashion, that the reports can be consolidated in a consistent fashion so you know what's happening. And the fourth item is to look at the future of the possibility of correlating events so that you can protect your networks, can protect your data, can protect your applications in an appropriate fashion. There are quite a number of marketing alliances out there. Typically these are lists of suppliers that one particular vendor knows and maybe likes. But a better approach is where those vendors are certified to number one, work, and number two, to interoperate with a vendor's solutions. One good example here is the OPSEC program from Check Point. Here we have an application programming interface library supported through the software developers toolkits that enable an enterprise to bring together disparate products from multiple vendors, a wide choice of vendors, a breadth of field that people can select their best of breed from, and bring them together and gain benefits through unified security monitoring, unified security management, and ultimately at the end of the day a more efficient approach in providing information security protection for the network, for the applications, and for the data.